Hello, everybody. This is Fernando for the latest Godzilla Podcast. I just mentioned this in my other video regarding the latest box office results. I kind of touched on it there, but I wanted to add much more on it here because of its importance. I had mentioned that with regards to the Godzilla box office, it finally went down out of the top 10 and it went out of the $1 million mark. In this case, it fell below $500,000 in total box office results for the week. And traditionally, when that happens, movie theaters tend to cut off the movies completely. It's just the business. It's just the way they operate. The less a movie makes in theaters, the less likely they'll place the movie on those screens until they cut it off altogether. So the reason I'm making this video is that there's a very high chance that this week, starting this week, up until maybe Friday, this could be the final week that Godzilla is in theaters altogether, because if the pattern continues, then Godzilla will have only about 200 to 250,000 in revenue for the next week. So at that point, that's when theaters say no more and they cut it off altogether. So this week could be the final week, with Thursday being the very final day for Godzilla to be shown in theaters, at least around my area. Who knows if you're in your area? The movie is still strong. Anything involving theaters, they just operate really on a local level. If a movie is still doing gangbusters on a certain city, no matter what it's doing in the rest of the US, then the theater there, because they're operating as a franchise, they could just continue to place the movie there. So that way, what I'm saying here could not be affecting your area, but more than likely it is. So again, if you're a fan of this movie, if you want to catch it one final time in theaters, there's a very good chance that this week is the final week. It's hard to tell if it'll be extended another week, at least in my area, because some of the show times don't necessarily project that far ahead, since the movie theaters tend to operate on a week-by-week basis. But in all honesty, at least fair warning, this could be the very final week. So one last chance, everybody. If you want to catch the movie in theaters, this is it. This is probably the week itself that matters most. Just in case, it could be next week, but it's a long shot. So that's why I'm urging everybody, if you want to see it one last time in theaters, because it's not going to be re-released in theaters. This isn't a movie that it's going to be 10 years in line. That we're going to see it re-released in theaters, kind of like what's happening with the 1998 Godzilla movie. No, this is a movie that I think this is it in theaters. So if you wanted to catch that nostalgia one last time, this is your chance. So, alright everybody, thanks again as always. Take care. Bye.